eggnog.
Boy, what a sound! How I love to hear that old money clink. That beautiful sound of cold, hard cash. That beautiful, beautiful sound. Nickels, nickels, nickels. That beautiful sound of clinking nickels.
But you don't understand, Krampus. Santa has kidnapped Steve.
Steve Harvey? Santa's gone too far this time.
The North American house hippo is found throughout Canada and the eastern United States.
How's it going, eh? Welcome to the House Hippos Podcast Christmas Special. 'Twas 27 days before Christmas, and all through the house, everyone else was doing something else, but these two idiots were recording a podcast in his parents' basement. We see our heroes, Ethan and Duncan, talking about the usual. Hey, Duncan, it's our Christmas episode coming up soon, right?
It is coming up soon.
It's coming up. This is a really
This is why we are currently wearing holiday merchandise.
Happy holidays, folks.
Happy holidays.
Welcome to the House Hippos Podcast, episode 5.
Yes.
Did I nail it?
You nailed it.
I fucking nailed it. All right.
It's a Christmas miracle.
It's a Christmas miracle. This is our only podcast for the month of December.
Yes.
We're probably both very busy this holiday season.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Anybody that works retail or food service knows that the holidays are blackout period. You can't do shit.
You can't escape. It's brutal.
Yeah.
I, on the other hand, get a week off for the holidays.
Oh, lucky you.
I know.
But we also have family commitments.
I know.
And that's how the holidays is. Isn't that the true heart of the holidays?
Fuck no, it's about getting presents.
Oh, it's about getting capitalism.
But also spending time with your family and watching your favorite holiday specials. Whether it be a Christmas tradition like watching National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation at my house, or whatever the fuck it is Duncan does.
Usually my family will sit down and we'll watch a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
The first time that we started this tradition, it's on Christmas Eve. We went out to the theater actually. And saw Rise of the Guardians.
So you watch that every year?
No.
Just
that
go
was
out-
just the
just
one
go
that
out
we
to the
watched
theater.
that year.
Just go out to the theater.
No. We'll actually watch like a Christmas movie. If there's not a
Oh.
Christmas movie in theater, then we'll stay home. Or if there's not one that we want to watch, we'll stay home. So I think the last time that we did, we actually sat down and watched Die Hard.
Die Hard. Christmas movie or not a Christmas movie?
I think it's a Christmas movie.
Well, someone else
I'm
clearly
literally wearing-
someone else clearly did because they decided to profit off of it.
Christmas Die Hard merchandise.
I am one of those people that believe Die Hard, Gremlins, and Batman Returns are not Christmas movies.
Okay, but Gremlins, you cannot change the plot of that movie.
Yeah.
Like you have to have Christmas in the plot of that movie for it to make sense.
Yeah, but I wouldn't call it a Christmas movie.
But that's what makes it a Christmas movie.
No, it's not. The fact that there's Christmas in the movie?
No, the
Do you
fact that he
consi-
literally gets Gizmo as a
Okay,
Christmas present.
But it's not the focus of the movie. Look, Christmas movies to me are about enjoying the holidays.
Okay.
Okay? That's a Christmas movie, folks. Christmas movies.
But Black Christmas exists, and it's not exactly about enjoying the fucking holidays.
I know. But
Silent Night, Deadly Night exists, and it ain't exactly about enjoying the fucking holidays. That kid was absolutely traumatized by a Santa, and that's
Right.
why he goes on a killing spree.
and I don't consider those Christmas movies either. Those are fucking horror movies.
But they're Christmas movies.
They're Christmas themed.
There we
It's
are.
the topic of the night.
What about Krampus?
Never seen it.
It's really good.
I'm sure. This man goes to a theater to see horror movies, and I look at him in disbelief every time. Like, really?
Yeah,
I can't believe that still.
yeah. It's a fun time.
I'm in awe. No, I don't believe that Die Hard is a Christmas movie, but it is fun nonetheless. And my dad insists it's a Christmas movie, so I have to watch it every year.
Exactly.
Doesn't matter.
And isn't that what Christmas is all about?
Come to think of it, just about the only time I recall watching Die Hard is around Christmas. In my house. I won't sit down and watch. To be fair, I think the first time I watched it was actually like, I don't know, April. Don't know, but it sure as fuck wasn't Christmas. And then every year after that, it's just been Christmas. Gremlins is another one where it's like, yeah, he gets Gizmo as a gift, but like, is that really a fucking Christmas movie?
There's Christmas all over the place in that
Really
movie.
fucking Christmas movie, dude.
Okay,
Come
but
on.
is Home Alone a Christmas movie?
Yes.
Okay, what makes that and Gremlins so different?
Oh, okay, he got me good.
Yeah,
Um,
it's absolutely fucking wrapped in Christmas packaging,
Because-
and it's absolutely coated in Christmas.
The message of the film is about spending time with your family for the holidays.
The message of the film in Gremlins is be happy with what you have.
I don't think Gremlins is a Christmas movie. Home Alone is for sure a Christmas movie. Something about Home Alone encapsulates Christmas.
Okay.
All right. I don't find that Gremlins does that. I don't find that Die Hard does that. This is just how I feel. That being said, I do watch a lot of those movies every year because that is what gets played in my house. Although I'm not like, oh yeah, Gremlins is Christmas. I'll watch Gremlins in May. Gremlins is one of those movies that you can watch any time of the year. It's like Die Hard. You could watch it any time of the year.
I still love the fact that the first 2 Die Hard movies are both at Christmas.
Is the second Die Hard at Christmas time?
Yep. He's stuck in the airport in LA on Christmas Eve.
All I remember about Die Hard 2 was the fact
No, he's stuck in the airport in New York
all I remember
on Christmas Eve.
about Die Hard 2, I watched it when I was about 12 years old, and it's scarring. I believe there was a scene in the movie where the antagonist is doing nude yoga. Correct me
Yes,
if I'm right?
pretty sure.
That's
I'm
the
pretty
only
sure.
memory of Die Hard 2 I have is nude yoga. I forgot the actor that played the bad guy in that movie. But yeah,
Not Hans Gruber.
not Alan Rickman for sure. No.
No.
All right.
Rip.
All right, folks.
On that light note.
On that bombshell, we're gonna start talking about Christmas specials.
Yeah.
That we used to see all the time as a kid.
I did little to no research for this episode.
No, this is
a holiday special, so that means it's actually just a special. So
It's special
most
for
of
him.
most of our special episodes, actually all of our special episodes, we kind of throw our rules out the window, and we'll go to American content as well.
It's also special for him because he didn't do any reresearch. This
Yeah.
is a regular episode for me.
Exactly.
I was just here.
There's no Dunkopedia on this.
No
episode.
Dunkopedia. Just straight fucking.
Just chilling by the
just straight nostalgia.
good old Yuletime tree.
Coming right at you.
The old Tannenbaum.
We got O Tannenbaum right here. Thing has fucking 2 legs and one in the grave right now. Quite literally, we're balancing it on coasters. I
It's
could
ready to
breathe.
go.
I could breathe on this thing and it would fall. So I'm very nervous to be standing right next to it. But we're gonna cope for now and hope to God I don't fucking fidget and Anyway, so Duncan, what was one of your favorite Christmas specials growing up?
One of the ones that I started actually watching almost every year. I got it on DVD and I would watch it every year since I got it. Was Phineas and Ferb Christmas Vacation.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I've never seen. See, here's the deal with me and Phineas and Ferb. I just didn't get into it.
Yeah.
When I was younger, if it was on, I would enjoy it. But
Oh yeah.
I've always been like that, where if I liked a TV show, I wasn't like die hard into it. I would just sit through an episode and not change the channel. You know what I mean?
Exactly. No, I feel that.
But like, yeah, Phineas and Ferb Christmas special.
Yeah, so
Alright.
what it's about is it's actually on Christmas.
Okay.
Because as most people would know with Phineas and Ferb, there's 104 days of summer vacation.
How many are there of Christmas break? It's a week and a half, right?
It's about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks.
If you're lucky, if it's a good year.
Yeah, depending on your school district. Anyways, so they spend their Christmas vacation just going around doing stuff until Dr. Doofenshmirtz ruins Christmas for the whole tri-state area.
With what? His ruined Christmas-inator Ray? Is that what it was?
I think it's like make everything naughty-inator.
That's a dumb name. But that
Yeah.
was his joke, right? Like,
But
that
that's
was,
the joke, exactly. So yeah, he releases a cloud of naughty over the entire city.
Turns the place into Sodom and Gomorrah. Right? Is that how that works?
No.
So, okay, I'll let him
It's
finish.
just you know those winter days where it's just absolutely overcast and everything's like gray and like there's slush on the side of the road and those gross days in the winter.
It's just every day of my life. But yeah, no, I'm familiar.
Okay,
Yeah, I know
well
what
yeah,
you're
so
talking
it's just
about.
that
Oh, fuck.
instead of usual colorful Phineas and Ferb Christmas. And Phineas and Ferb come together with the help of 2 of Santa's elves to bring Christmas to the people of the tri-state area.
Well, that's such.
And it turns out that that was Phineas's Christmas wish that year, was to be able to feel and do just as much as Santa is able to do. That was his Christmas wish that year, was to bring as much joy as Santa does.
What? I mean,
It turns out at the end of the episode, everybody got their Christmas wish.
I didn't realize that Phineas was such a Christ figure. I didn't realize he was such a,
Oh yeah, he's Jesus Coon.
he's Jesus Coon. Phineas is Jesus Coon.
Phineas is Jesus Coon.
No nose Coon. He's Voldemort's offspring. Yeah,
Ferb
okay.
is Judas.
Ferb is definitely Judas.
Ferb is.
It's always the quiet ones that stab you in the back. Anyway, no, I never grew
Bring
up.
the Romans down on your house.
No, I never grew up watching that one. I gotta say, that was one. Phineas and Ferb came out when we were like
That was
what?
2010-ish.
Yeah.
2010, 2012.
I feel like that show was kind of catered towards guys our age, but I don't remember what the hell I was watching MythBusters when I was 10. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, Mythbusters.
I
was
shifted
good,
over.
though.
I started watching like educational television.
They did some Christmas specials, didn't they? I'm pretty sure that they did stuff.
Nothing
like,
comes to mind,
I
honestly.
could have sworn that they did something close to it. Like they tried something from a Christmas movie
Probably.
and saw if it would actually work. I don't know.
Probably. I don't know. I watched a lot of the TV I actually watched when I was about 10 years old was just kind of like Food Network shows and like How It's Made. That's it. How It's Made's a
Why?
fantastic show. I want to see some. But unrelated tangent.
Yeah.
How It's Made is a Canadian show, so I can talk about it. There is at least a Canadian version of How It's Made, and there was an episode
How It's Made Canada.
about candy canes.
Oh, there's your Christmas special.
Now I'm not going to go into detail
There's your Christmas spirit.
because it's literally making candy canes. Like Google it, YouTube that shit. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'm sure we can leave a link to candy cane How It's Made in the description below.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if you're listening to this on any of our other streaming services, which we're on Google Podcasts now.
We're on Google Podcasts now. We're on Spotify,
Spotify?
now.
iTunes is not. iTunes is
no,
not gonna be
we're
a-
also on
option?
Radio Nation,
Yes.
which is one of the smaller platforms.
We moved
yeah.
off of Podbean. Right?
Yes,
That's what you
so
told
we
me.
moved off of Podbean. We're now on Anchor, which means that we have a bit less restriction.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great community. If you don't have the Anchor app, then get on there. You
Download it.
You can listen to a
Subscribe.
bunch of other great podcasts on there, or it also distributes all of our stuff to other
We'll
services.
talk about that more at the end of the special.
Yeah.
Let us continue about. Let's continue
I should
on
have
about.
gotten another Holiday Spice Red Bull.
Oh, is that the
Red
same
Bull for
can
this
from
one.
last
Yep.
week? Oh God. Yeah, I don't. Not that we're sponsored by Red Bull or anything, because we're not. But don't buy this.
Holiday Spice Red
Oh,
Bull.
it was gross. It was like I don't even know. It tastes like oranges, but not
See,
good.
I tasted like cherry with allspice in it.
Yeah, it tastes like candied
Morgan
orange.
tasted cinnamon.
Tastes like a
pure
candied
cinnamon.
orange. Have you ever had that? Remember one time for a class trip, I went on a class trip to a Pioneer Village in Toronto. It's right near Thompson
Pioneer
Park.
Village
Right near Thompson
in
Park.
Toronto.
If I'm not mistaken, I gotta Google this place. It's right near Thompson Park.
So not Lang Pioneer?
No,
No.
it was something else. But they made candy orange peel, and it was. I never tried it, but it was literally like, they stick like allspice berries or something, and like coat it in sugar, and it tasted, from what I hear, it tastes like just a spicy orange. When I drank that, it tasted like
Spicy
spicy
orange.
orange. So I'm like, probably what that candy I never had when I was a kid tasted like. But it's like an artificial interpretation. Anyway, specials. Phineas and Ferb Christmas
I
special.
just bumped the desk.
Oh God,
It's okay.
it picked up on the mic, didn't it?
But yeah, no, that Phineas and Ferb Christmas special, I watch it again like every year. It brings me joy. It's to me, it really embodies the meaning of the holiday, the meaning of the season, of about giving and making other people happy, making other people's lives just a little bit brighter, no matter what holiday you celebrate, no matter what sort of religion or beliefs you have. All in all, it should be about family, friends, and just making the world a bit of a better place.
It's a good moral.
Yeah.
My favorite Christmas special from that I remember fondly was the Fairly Odd Parents one.
Oh, the 12 Days of Christmas one?
I don't think it was 12 days. It was like the joke was like Timmy Turner, all right?
Yeah.
Loves Christmas so goddamn much because who doesn't?
Yeah.
You know, you get presents. That was basically it. It was like,
Oh, yeah.
spend time with the family, presents. That's why you like Christmas, right?
Yeah.
Timmy Turner's like, I wish it was Christmas every day. And Cosmo and Wanda
Whip that on up.
poofed that on up.
In typical Fairly Odd Parents fashion,
Hilarity.
it comes and bites him in the ass.
Hilarity ensues. And by day 12, he goes on, like, first 11 days, sick, dude. New Christmas gifts. You know, Timmy's dad, eggnog, and then like,
oh, the eggnog
and then
jokes.
like, you know, you remember the eggnog jokes.
I
of
remember
course.
the eggnog
You know,
jokes.
like, eggnog every day.
Nog.
Fucking Dinkelberg just being a dick, you know.
Yeah.
And then like, day 12
Piles upon piles of snow.
and presents.
Presents starting to get decreasing in quality.
And yeah,
because
by
the
the
world's
12th day-
economy is starting to die.
By the 12th day, Timmy goes to jump into his pile of presents. That was another visual gag, as he would jump into this like Scrooge McDuck coin money pit sized pool of presents.
every single day.
And then by the time he finally goes on to jump in on the 12th day or whatever, it's empty. There's
gets
like three.
fucking concussion.
There's like 3 gifts under the tree, and he's like, "Oh, what's happening?" Go to the North Pole. Santa Claus is having a fucking crisis.
Yeah.
All right.
Easter Bunny comes knocking in with like April Fool and New Year's Baby.
I'm
and
trying to
everything.
remember.
And they come to kill Santa.
The Easter Bunny and the New Year's Baby were like parodies of Mafioso, right?
Yeah.
And then like the April Fool was just Jerry Seinfeld,
Yes.
I believe. That was
Yeah.
weird.
But
Fairly Odd Parents is
they
weird.
come in and try to kill Santa because they think it's his doing.
No, it's just some dumb fucking kid with access to limitless magic.
Yeah, and then they were gonna banish him to the imaginary day of February 31st.
That was a good joke. Fairly Odd Parents
We're
was
gonna banish you to the imaginary day of February 31st.
interesting concept, but yeah, no, it was. I remember that one because I
pretty
think
good.
I think back in the day,
They would play that every year.
Rogers, because Rogers like the cable company.
Yeah.
A lot of people in Scarborough used to just have that, and they used to have video on demand.
Yeah.
And I remember the list of Fairly Odd Parents episodes. That was always on that list
Yeah.
for some reason. So I would watch that shit in May. I didn't mind. No, it was a fun episode though. And definitely one that I remember fondly. Might be the most vivid memory I have of Fairly Odd Parents was that episode for sure. That and when they introduced the fucking baby, and the show jumped the shark. And then they introduced the dog, and the show jumped another shark. And then they introduced the girl, and at this point, I think the shark bit back. You know what I mean? The shark was like,
I
fuck
think Butch
this.
Herman had left at this point.
Butch Hartman went nuts and left the project entirely.
I think he left after
He's crazy.
Poof was
He's
born.
crazy, Butch Hartman. That guy is like,
He's out there.
he's a little out there.
He's got a YouTube channel. It's a thing.
It is a thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do remember also. There was a show Teletoon used to air. It was a French-Canadian program because most of the
Are
shit
you
on
talking about the
Teletoon
one with Santa Claus
and his elves.
and his elves?
Duncan knows the show, but do you know the name of the show?
I have no idea the name of the show. I've been trying to find out the name of this show.
I want to say it's The Secret World of Santa Claus, but I
Secret World of Santa
I
Claus.
don't know for sure.
The Secret World of Santa Claus.
And I just remember that show being on Teletoon when I was 7 years old. You know, Christmas morning, woke up, opened up my Lego sets. My dad built them, of course, because I'm a dumb 7-year-old and have no idea how to build Legos. And that was a good Christmas. Christmas 2000 and what was it 2006? Good fucking Christmas. Did you find it? Did I find it?
It's a goddamn House Hippos Holiday Special Miracle.
Did I get the name of the show
It's
right?
the return of Dunkopedia
Here we go.
for the Secret World of Santa Claus.
Oh, he's so happy.
Original title. I'm not French. I failed French. Le Monde Secret de Pure Noël.
Sure.
It has a German title as well.
Read it in German. Can I read it in German?
When X-Men and Co.
That's gibberish. Give me that shit. It's the German title. German title. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Weihnachtsmann and Co. KG. I don't know how you fucking say K or G.
Kasha.
Kish.
Yes, so
I had to look at it for a good 10
is,
seconds there.
French and Canadian. French and Canadian.
Not French Canadian.
French and
Canadian.
Children's
European.
animated television show. It is syndicated to several countries worldwide, including Teletoon in Canada and Super RTL in Germany.
See, I watched it on Teletoon because I don't live in Germany,
Yeah.
but they played that shit I think they still do. I haven't watched Teletoon since I was like 12. I don't know, but I remember it being on when I was 12 years old for sure.
Okay, on December 25th, 1999, Christmas Day, the Secret World of Santa Claus Marathon took place from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. The show has been put back on air and will be shown every Christmas season on Teletoon. As of 2013, it has been released on 2 DVDs from Cinedigm in the U.S.
Damn, I'm gonna have to import that shit.
Yeah. How many episodes are there?
Probably like 6 or 7 episodes, right?
26.
Get the fuck out of here. There's 26 episodes of that
26
goddamn
episodes.
show. They probably,
Yes.
you know what my thinking is?
From the beginning of December all the way to Boxing Day. Let's
That's
go.
what I thought. That's what I thought.
Probably a new episode like every day. I wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised.
You know what?
Yo,
What? You got
episode
excited.
number 2 is called The 12 Labors of Santa Claus.
Damn.
Oh,
Ooh. Big boy has to go through. I mean, he puts his elf slave labor. Bro, I feel bad for the elves this year. All right, they got to make iPhone 11s. I don't know if y'all have seen the factory workers in China that make that shit normally, but it ain't a pretty sight over in Huangshan Bay or wherever the hell they make.
well, that brings me to
All right.
another one of my favorite Christmas specials.
Yes.
Stewie and Griffin rode to the North Pole.
Oh, Brian and Stewie wrote to the
Brian
North Pole.
and
That's a good one too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Brian
I know.
Stewie's Road to the North Pole. That got it won an Emmy
Oh, did it?
for the song "Christmas Time Is Killing Us." It won Best Original Song.
Dude, I'll be honest with you. Family Guy was kind of a treat for me
Yeah.
growing up. My parents never wanted me to watch that show because they thought, not because I wasn't old enough for it, because they thought the humor would be wasted on me because I didn't get a lot of the references.
I mean, that's not a horrible reason.
But also, I wasn't old enough to watch it anyway.
Yes.
But first point, my dad told me you wouldn't get a lot of the jokes anyway, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't remember that one. I'll be honest with you.
That one is really, really good. So it starts off with Stewie going to the North Pole to kill Santa Claus
Okay.
because he didn't get when he went to
remember
the
this.
North Pole, like the fake one that they put up every year
At the mall.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
at a mall or something like that. The Santa there went for a smoke break right when it was his turn.
Oh.
And then it closed.
Oh.
So he never got to see Santa.
Oh, oof.
He never got to sit on the fat man's lap.
That's his motive then? He's just pissed that
so
some
he
random
goes all the way
bloke
up
who's
to
not
the
Santa.
North Pole to kill Santa Claus. And they actually make a really great Canadian joke.
Mm-hmm.
Because, of course, they have to go up through Canada to get up there.
Right.
So they end up like crashing or something like that, and a good old Canadian boy comes up and is just like, "Oh, hey there,
Either.
you got CAA? No, not CAA, like AAA, like AAA. Oh yes, CAA."
CAA.
So that turns into a whole joke.
Oh,
and
that's,
then, And then
typical Family
yeah.
Guy repeat ourselves joke.
oh, you guys want to take one of my oh, what the fuck is the name for it? It's like the one-man vehicle that goes across snow. It was created
Skidoo?
a skidoo.
Skidoo?
You want to take my skidoo?
Skidoo?
You want to take my skidoo up?
Original name was Ski Dog, and then it's...
Yes.
it-
Fun fact, invented in Canada because a doctor couldn't get to a goddamn house call in time, and it ended up killing the patient.
Rest in peace. But thank
On-
you, we have snowmobiles now.
Yes.
Thank you for your
Snowmobiles,
service.
that's what I was looking
Thank
for.
you for
The
your
non-brand
service.
name.
Snowmobiles.
Snowmobiles.
Skidoo.
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 So yeah, that was a pretty good one. I also, just while we're on that, I love the American Dad ones.
You never watched American
Every
Dad
year.
either. Every year.
So yeah, there's a couple different ones. They have the one where Steve accidentally kills Santa.
Oh my God. What is it with Seth MacFarlane? Oh wait, he's an atheist. He doesn't believe in that shit.
But Santa comes back to life and tries to kill the whole family.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a thing. But before he does that, it involved them burying the body because they thought it was just a mall Santa. So it involves them burying the body in the woods. And Francine, the wife, goes, "Look, if you want to do this right, we have to cut off his hands and break out his teeth, okay? So nothing can be traced."
God. That's fucking scary.
And then there's the one where they adopt the Antichrist.
Gotta watch American Dad.
That one's pretty good. And the final one that I watched was Stan's dad, so the grandpa, turns into Krampus. Krampus. And the original Krampus is a soul singing man's.
Oh my.
And it turns out that Santa's just in it for goddamn capitalism.
That sounds okay.
I love the specials. They're
I'm
so
sure
fucking
they
crazy.
sound like a very you thing. I'm more of a very classic Christmas special kind of guy.
a bit of a traditionalist.
Yes. Charlie Brown Christmas special. We talked in a little bit of detail as to how much I like Peanuts as a whole, and Merry Christmas, Charlie Brown. Classic.
Yeah.
Classic. Good message. Incorporates good Christian values into my random television show on YTV.
Good Judeo-Christian
You got Linus spouting some fucking Bible verses and shit.
I'll slap you with the Bible.
Now I'll be completely honest. Not to bring religion into this podcast, but I'm an agnostic.
Agnostic.
That is the word. Personally. Growing up, I went to Catholic school, right? But as I got older, started to do a bit more research, I was like, maybe not. Watching these Christmas specials, it was like, watching these Christmas specials now, it's more so, I don't look at Christmas as like a religious event. I look at it more as kind of just like spending time with the family and giving to others.
Well, that's why most churches have that fucking sign that says "Put the Christ back in Christmas."
Yeah, I'm the reason they have that sign. I'm that guy. I'm that guy that just believes in being nice and, wholesome.
And apparently that's not good enough.
Apparently that's not good enough. You gotta acknowledge that maybe a baby was born that day. Yeah. Maybe that baby was God.
Maybe that baby was born in September.
Maybe that baby was born in September and isn't a white guy. Because it's Israel or the Middle East at the very least. And that's a good rhyme. The Middle East at the very least. And you're probably a brown guy anyway. But we're not going to let Janet in Wisconsin know that because she'll get very mad. And write a very lengthy comment.
Janet will get triggered.
Regardless of that,
unlike
like
you,
that
snowflakes.
That's a good Christmas joke, Duncan. You fucking done it again, you mad bastard. Oh, he got us good, boys. No, but that Bible verse in a Christmas special that just got like in the States, I understand that. The Bible nuts down there.
Exactly.
Canada,
get into that Bible belt.
Canada, they don't really throw a lot of religion around.
Yeah, no, not usually.
So it was kind of interesting to see that on TV, and it was like, even now as an adult, I'm like, that's crazy to me that they still air that special in its entirety. I guess it's because we're not a bunch of wussies about it. Like, who gives a fuck at the end of the day? But I'm surprised. I'm just surprised some fucking person hasn't gone like, I'm offended that my religion gets no representation during the holiday season. You know what I mean? I mean,
there are people that definitely feel like that, but
it's like I want the Charlie Brown Christmas special get yanked off the air because it's old and I don't like it, and they only talk about Christianity. Like, my guy, it's a Christmas.
yeah,
special.
I don't think that matters that much.
You don't think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that's it. Like for Morgan as a practicing Wiccan, you know, she doesn't feel good that Yule isn't properly celebrated or anything, and that she kind of has to keep it closeted that she celebrates Yule instead of Christmas.
Not anymore. Our 3 fans know.
Oh no!
Oh shit. Yeah.
But yeah,
I get that.
That, and then like, I don't know. I think we're generally starting to get there, especially with I don't know. Every year you always have those people that are just like, the war on Christmas and blah blah blah. I don't think it matters that much. But we're getting too political now.
Obviously.
We're getting too
The takeaway from that argument, rant. The takeaway from that rant is basically just fucking enjoy the holiday seasons,
Yeah.
all right? God
Enjoy
damn.
some time with some
all right?
family.
Look, man, spend some time with your loved ones. Watch some movies.
Yeah.
You know, watch anything.
What are some Christmas movies that you watch?
Some Christmas movies that I watch. Obviously, the greatest Christmas movie ever made, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Every fucking year. Every
Yeah, it's pretty
goddamn
good.
year.
It's pretty damn good.
It's my favorite because I've never had a Christmas that awful,
Yeah.
but goddamn does it look like fun. You know what I mean? Holy shit. I've never seen a man driven to insanity because he has to live with his relatives for a week and everything is fucking going down the drain for him as it's happening, right? And you know, Chevy Chase, like that's might be the only Christmas or vacation movie I've ever seen. And there's like 5 of them.
But it's worth it.
But-
That one, if you're only gonna watch one of them, watch that one.
Watch regular vacation because it's also good. But
Yeah.
from what I've heard, because I've not seen it, I know sacrilege. But my parents
Then
tell
why
me
comment on
my
it?
parents tell me it's the best one.
Okay.
Obviously, right? And the Christmas Vacation, well, they went through like fucking 5 different actors for each kid.
Yeah.
You know,
That makes sense.
but it was a Juliette Lewis and fucking guy from Big Bang Theory played Rusty in Christmas Vacation. What's his name? Galecki? No. Who the fuck was it? It was the guy that plays Leonard?
Okay.
Yeah, Sure. He doesn't watch Big Bang Theory.
I haven't watched it since I was 9.
That guy, it was like his first role anyway. He played
Yeah.
the kid in the National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I love that. Iconic.
Oh,
Iconic cinema right there. He's good.
Yeah.
How about you?
Um,
Other than Die Hard.
I mean, you know my tastes. I love watching Krampus.
Krampus.
Every year now. I think it's a solid Christmas movie to start off with, in terms of sort of the look of it and just like dripping in Christmas.
What do you mean? So I'm hearing like solid Christmas movie to start off with. Like, what do you mean? It's baby's first Christmas. We're gonna make him watch Krampus. It's a really solid one to
He's
start
gonna get
off with.
terrified.
He's never gonna want to celebrate Christmas again.
Yeah, never. No, because like it starts off at a Black Friday, on Black Friday, or at least like the sort of big final sale before Christmas, like on Christmas Eve.
They don't have Boxing Day in the States, so Black Friday is a big deal. We got both.
Yeah.
We got a sale like a month apart from one another. We got 2 sales a month apart from one another.
Ugh.
Good.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see what
But,
Boxing Day has
so
in
it
store.
starts with that, and it's just like as the opening credits go, it's just slow motion of people beating the shit out of each other for merchandise, while the classic version of "It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year" plays.
Familiar?
Yeah.
Good one.
So just that over absolute wreckage and carnage of capitalism.
Woman getting dogged in the teeth over a fucking television.
Yeah,
that
you know
sort
it,
of
bro.
thing. Yeah. Jeez.
And we made our family. So you have this basically pretty normal white suburban family, doing pretty well.
Suburbanites, right?
Pretty well off. They're comfy. The dad seems to be the type of dad who, works a little too much, cares a bit too much about that.
He's devoted to the
so-
job, but not enough to his family.
Exactly.
That sort of thing. That trope. Right.
Yeah, and then they have the mom who just wants everybody to sort of get along, but she gets so easily frustrated with her sister and her sister's family because they're a bunch of rednecks.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw. You have the older sister who, of like the two kids, you have the older sister who is, a teenager, just kind of
movie textbook definition of teenager.
Yeah, doesn't want to be around anybody, kind of just wants to go hang out with her boyfriend.
I'm gonna go hang out with Chad.
Luckily, she's not that bad. She's not that cringy. She actually has she has character, but she's the first one to fucking go.
Spoilers.
Yeah. And then you have the son who is like, I don't know, about 12 years old.
Right.
Still got that little twinkle in his eye.
Has a Game Boy, probably.
No, he's got an iPad.
Close enough.
Yeah.
He's got some gadget.
And then there's
they always give the
grandma.
12-year-olds the gadget, and the grandmas.
Yeah.
The grandma's just like.
You have Eastern European grandma.
Oh, it's my grandma.
Who, when they get home, making gingerbread cookies from scratch.
Oh, I make gingerbread
Doesn't speak a lick of English.
Oh, kurwa. Co to jest? I make soup. This is just my grandma now, I'm sorry.
And she's so happy that the youngest son is still excited about Christmas and still believes in Santa. And she's the one who warns of Krampus and the terrors that he can bring if you're not thankful for the people that you have and for the holiday.
So the kid makes it out.
And then the in-laws come in, and that turns into a whole thing. You have these twins that are girls, but they dress very masculine because it's implied that their dad wanted them to be boys. You have the youngest son who is frankly brain dead. But he's treated like a goddamn god because he is a boy. And then, what's his name? I think he was in like The Office or something like that. You know that actor that shows up in like a bunch of comedy movies. He's like balding, has like that sort of headband hair, like the classic dad headband hair.
Rainn Wilson.
I think it is Rainn
Dwight
Wilson.
Schrute.
No, not Dwight.
Not Dwight.
Not Dwight.
Ed Helms.
No.
Not Ed Helms. Who the fuck was in The Office?
It wasn't in The Office. He wasn't in The Office.
Oh.
No.
Well, why would you say The Office?
No, I said any comedy movie.
Oh, I don't fucking know.
How did you get The Office out of any comedy movie?
Danny McBride? The
No,
fat
not
guy?
Danny McBride.
Not Danny McBride, no.
No, like older.
My
I can't
phone's
remember
dead,
his
so
name right now.
I can't Google it. We're gonna
actually-
have to load up Dunkopedia. Round 2.
Dunkopedia round 2.
Round
Here we go.
dosh. Round dosh.
Krampus.
In the meantime, folks,
2015 film.
we really appreciate you guys listening. This is again episode 5, House Hippos.
David
Holidays.
Koshner.
Show me a picture of this motherfucker.
1 second. You'll recognize him as soon as you see him. 1 second. This motherfucker.
And that concludes. He was in The Office, by the way.
He
and
was
that
in The
and that
Office? Okay.
concludes this week's segment of Now We Know That Motherfucker's Name. We know
David
it's
Koshner.
David Koshner.
So he
was
comes-
also in Piranha 3 Double D.
Yes, of course he was.
Yeah.
So he comes rolling in his souped up Hummer
Of course.
with the family.
Of course.
Sort of like the in-laws in Christmas Vacation.
I'll take
Think
the
that,
neck,
but
Clark.
to the extreme.
I'll take the neck, Clark. I don't know, man. Fucking Uncle
But make
Cousin-
it like
what the fuck?
modernized make it modernized like city rednecks.
dude, cousin Eddie. That's extreme. Are you sure? Holy shit. Like Randy Quaid is Cousin Eddie?
You and I have to sit down and watch Krampus.
Oh,
It's really good.
no.
But yeah, so essentially stuff happens over dinner. The boy starts getting mad and he wishes for his family to be gone and for Christmas, very much like Kevin McAllister in Home Alone.
Mm-hmm.
Except with a twist, Krampus comes in, brings a giant fucking snowstorm, snows everybody in,
Starts killing motherfuckers.
starts not exactly killing, but kidnapping.
Oh fuck, really?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Motherfucker kidnaps them and then dumps them into a giant hole that looks like the mouth of hell. And instead of an uplifting ending, you know, the kid goes to him and says, you know, I'm sorry, I understand the true meaning of the holiday. I just want my family back and everything. Krampus is just like, nah, you ain't getting out that easy.
You come on
and
with me,
throws
bitch.
him in the fucking hole.
That's what I fucking thought.
Yeah.
It's always those Eastern European demons, man. They don't speak fucking English. You can't reason with them.
They don't
It's like trying to talk with my grandma. They don't understand shit. I gotta learn Polish to talk to this woman.
They don't give a shit about your feeling.
Babcia, co to jest? Ej. Mama! Browniesz! A, browniesz! O kurwa. That
But
means,
yeah, so that's
Mom,
it.
brownies? Yes, brownies. Fuck. My mom and I learned this the other day. We had to have a whole ass conversation. Anyway. Browniesz! A, browniesz! O kurwa, browniesz. That's how Krampus speaks, probably. No, Krampus is German, so it'd just be a lot of yelling. Just be a lot of yelling, or like smoking a cigarette. Art house, kind of cool. But it's a demon.
Dude looks like a badass.
It's a demon, so it's probably like German SpongeBob dub. Have you ever seen that? That's how Krampus talks. Holy shit! I wish I could pull up my phone. Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh god.
Oh, Krampus. No,
But
I'll have to watch that one. That sounds.
That's a really good movie. It's a really fucking good movie.
I've always loved the Rankin
and
Bass.
it's a
specials.
lot of
We'll talk
practical effects as well.
Oh, neat. Okay,
So it's a lot of puppets and stuff like that. With CG, like to just sort of clean it up a little.
Uh-huh.
I think the only full CG characters are the gingerbread men that run around and throw knives at people.
Talking of practical,
Yeah.
Rankin Bass Christmas specials.
Oh, bud.
You know, putting the stop motion since 1964.
Ooh, yeah, you know how you're supposed to be animating at 15 frames?
No, these guys do a 5,
Yeah.
and it still gets airplay every year.
Oh.
Because
I think I may actually still have some VHS copies.
I had a VHS copy of The Year Without a Santa Claus. I remember watching that one every fucking year. Wore that tape out. Yeah, Rankin Bass. Arthur Rankin and something Bass, or maybe it's the other way around. Something Bass. Buddy Boy Bass. It's two motherfuckers.
Prince of Egypt as a good Christmas movie.
I would consider that more an Easter movie.
Easter?
Yeah.
How does that have anything to do with the birth of Jesus Christ?
I don't know, but like,
It's about Moses.
I remember on TV, my dad used to watch. Was that movie with Charlton Heston, The 10 Commandments?
Yes.
The 5-hour fucking long biblical masterpiece. Yeah,
It's actually good.
my
I
dad,
love watching
yeah,
that.
my dad used to watch that around Easter time. So I always consider shit like that Easter time for some reason. I don't fucking know why. Nothing to do with Easter.
Yeah.
More like Hanukkah, right? But he's looking through his VHS tapes. Anyway, Rankin Bass. These guys are known for the Christmas specials. They have other specials. They did an Easter Bunny one. I think there's a Halloween special Rankin Bass made. But everyone knows the Christmas ones. You know, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. With Burl Ives as the snowman. You guys don't know Burl Ives? He was the snowman in those the specials. He had some songs. He was a singer in the 50s and 60s. Had a very deep sort of baritone voice. I don't think it's baritone. Is that baritone? You went to the music school. You went to the music school. That one was good. Year Without a Santa Claus was the first Rankin Bass Christmas special I ever watched. It was the latest that they had made at that point. Like the most recent. Animation was kind of rounded out a little bit better. The puppets were always weird in that one because they weren't clay and they were toys, right? You know what I mean, Duncan?
Yeah, they really looked like...
He's barely paying attention. He's looking for his Christmas movies right now. They also did the animated version of Frosty the Snowman. I forgot about that.
So I got a couple VHSs here. We got How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
I like that one better than the shitty early 2000s Jim Carrey movie that he's holding
Of which
in his
I
hand.
have both of.
I hate that fucking movie.
I hate it too.
I hate that
It
fucking
terrified
movie.
me.
Oh, not even that it terrified me. It's just bad.
No, it gave me nightmares.
It looks like someone smeared Vaseline on the fucking lens the whole movie.
Oh,
It's grim.
God.
So it's filmed in like fisheye the whole time. It's gross. I hate this. You never see this fucking thing.
Yeah. What else have I got here? I
2004
got
was
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
classic.
Classic Rudolph
Classic.
the
Got
Red-Nosed
that
Reindeer.
Golden Books VHS tape. I had the exact same one, my
Yep.
guy. I had the exact same one as a kid.
Classic.
Frosty the Snowman.
Frosty the fucking Snowman.
And the Little Drummer Boy.
And Little Drummer Boy.
The one that gets looked over, but it's actually pretty fucking good.
What's the one with Mr. Snow Miser and Mr. Sun Miser?
Year Without a Santa Claus.
Ah, I don't have that one, but I love
That's my favorite.
that one.
That's my favorite.
I'm
Because
Mr.
of the set. Look, let me tell you
Snowmeister.
something about Rankin
I'm
Bass and their
Mr.
Christmas
Rice.
specials, all right?
Yep.
Fucking some of the best Christmas music ever recorded are on
Oh,
these
hell yeah.
on these movies, and they're not available anywhere.
Seriously?
Yeah, not available anywhere.
Oh, god damn it.
You have to go on YouTube and like rip them. Because my
Damn
favorite,
it.
one of my favorite songs, I think, was from. I think it was Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
Santa Claus
Not that
coming
one.
down.
No. It was an original song. It was an original song written for the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't remember what the hell it sounds like, but I remember I really like a lot of the songs from that movie. You're gonna have to look up the soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
Just try to find it, and then just try to play through all the songs, and I'll pick out the one. Because, yeah, man, a lot of the songs that were written for these Rankin Bass specials are really fucking catchy. And my parents have a playlist of Christmas songs that we've had for years, and they're all, like, rips from various, like, Christmas specials, basically.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think my parents actually have the same sort of thing. They have like a CDR.
CDR.
A CDR, a rewritable CD.
You know what? I keep forgetting
this
Ron
shit.
Howard directed The Grinch.
Yeah.
Ron Howard.
I wanna watch that most recent one that Illumination did with Benedict Cumberbatch.
Did Benedict Cumberbatch? And Tyler the Creator did like an original song for it, I think.
Yes, Tyler the
Oh.
Creator did an original song for that movie.
If the camera,
Let's talk about some more recent Christmas movies.
if the
Like,
camera was still on, I would be making faces. I'll be honest, Duncan. I have not seen many recent Christmas movies.
yeah,
Kind of a bummer.
I'm trying to think. Like Arthur Christmas.
I've heard that's a good one. I've
I've
never
heard that's
seen
really,
it.
really good. I haven't seen it
Never
either.
seen it.
Which one did I watch last year? It was a Netflix original, and it was actually one of the good ones. The Christmas Chronicle. It has Kurt Russell as Santa Claus.
Oh, you know what?
It's really good. I was super surprised with how good it was.
Talking of
Mr. Russell?
movies. No. I don't know
No?
why this reminded me. Do you ever watch the Christmas Carol?
Yes.
Any of them?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, how many out of how many iterations?
like-
There's the Looney Tunes, there's the Muppets, there's the Jim Carrey one, there's
That's what I wanted to talk about.
Yes,
I've
that
never
Jim
seen
Carrey
it,
one is crazy.
but it's terrifying.
Oh, I went and saw it in theaters in 3D when it first came out. It
terrifying.
was terrifying.
There is a guy on YouTube, Rebel Taxi, very good content creator, has a couple million subscribers probably at this point, or at least a couple 100,000. And he did an entire discussion sort of video essay about Animotion.
Mm-hmm.
Or I don't know what the name of the company.
Because it was
What was the name of the company?
It was a mocap movie.
Yeah, what was it? It was
But it was very weird because they were trying to make it
fuck was the name of the
super.
movie?
They were trying to make it super cartoony, but then still somewhat realistic because it was mocap. And Jim Carrey played Scrooge and each of the three ghosts.
What was the name of the goddamn studio that made those movies? They made Monster House, the best one. They made
Yes.
Beowulf.
That was a thing.
That was a thing. They made that movie. They made Polar Express.
I love the Polar Express.
Polar Express is a good one.
I saw that in theaters last year.
Last year.
Yeah, last year.
I guess it was.
Cineplex always does like a family holiday movie type thing, and it's like midday.
Animotion is the Simpsons parody name of that studio. Image Movers Digital is the name of the company
Image
that made
Movers,
all.
there we are.
They made like 5 movies. They did Beowulf was, I think, their first. Polar Express. Then it was Monster House. Nightmare Before. It was Christmas
God,
Carol.
no.
Christmas Carol.
Which was a nightmare.
And then Mars Needs Moms.
I remember Mars Needs Moms.
That is a discussion for another podcast.
Oh, that's a disgusting movie.
Yeah, that's a gross movie. But I wanted to bring that up because I just remember the animation being fucking weird. Like, you have Scrooge, who is a caricature of Jim Carrey, and you have all of his co-stars, which are either caricatures of other grotesque-looking people, or, like, just a digitized actress or actor.
Yeah.
Nothing done to them. It was a really weird stylistic choice, and I don't know why they did it. But Christmas Carol.
It was pretty good.
There's so many iterations of that story.
It captures a more creepy, haunting side of that story. Because it is, at its heart, a creepy and haunting story.
I think the Muppets version might be the best because of John Denver.
The Muppets version.
And the cover they did.
What about Scrooged?
Scrooged? I've never seen. With Bill Murray?
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
It's pretty fucking good.
I've heard it.
My dad and I sat down and watched it one year. It was, I laughed a good bit.
You know, I am one of those guys that believes Bill Murray can do no wrong. Like, turned down a Ghostbusters movie for 50 years because... Yeah, it's probably the right move to do. Now he's coming back for that reboot. You hear about that?
Yeah.
But
I've heard that it's actually a direct sequel to the second.
I heard that too. I haven't seen a Bill Murray movie I haven't liked. So I'll have to give that one a look.
What about Garfield?
Well, I was fucking 7 when I watched it or something.
What about Garfield Tale of Two Kitties?
Well, I didn't see that one because by the time it came out, I was past that point.
Well, you lucked out on not seeing it.
I was like 7 or 8 when Garfield the movie came out. No, it's 5
when
Garfield the movie came out. So I probably loved it. I'm a fucking dumb kid. I thought it was probably... Haha, CG Cat. Do you want to know the story behind that movie?
Yeah, he thought it was the Coen brothers.
All right, you watched the Sam Nostalgia Critic video.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Yeah, no, he thought it was written by a guy named Joel Coen. Not Joel Coen though. Not the real one. Not of
Coen brothers.
Not the Old Country for Old No Country for Old Men. Raising Arizona. Fucking. Oh brother, where art thou, Coen brother? Some other Coen, unrelated.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, why not? If the Coen brothers are... First of all, you gotta like think. Be Bill Murray for a second.
Yeah.
The Coen brothers.
Yeah.
These guys make films, by the way.
Yes.
Not movies. They make films.
They are artists.
They're artistes in their craft, all right?
Yes.
Why the fuck would they write a Garfield fucking movie?
Yeah.
Think for a minute.
I think Bill Murray was too drunk.
Yeah, that's true.
Because he signed to it without even reading the script.
I feel like if Joel...
I'm sorry, it's got the goddamn Black Eyed Peas in it.
I feel like if Joel and Ethan Coen were to make any comic strip a movie.
Archie.
No.
I could see
Archie's been ruined by the CW.
Yeah.
I would say
Zits?
No. Maybe Family Circus.
Yeah.
Slice of Life.
Family Circus.
Slice of Life. That'd be easy for them to do. Man,
make some weird shit out.
Man, that might be the most boomer fucking like comic strip. I only see this because I go over to my grandma's house every once in a while. She always has the Family Circus from the Sunday Funnies cut out and magnetized to her fridge. Always. Every fucking time
Can
I'm
you
there.
Tell me what it sounds like when she wants to show you said cutout of the Family Circus.
Ethan, I saw this comic in the paper. It reminded me of you guys. It's my Portuguese grandma. It's my best impression of Nanny. Not that my grandma's listening, but love you, Nanny. Anyway.
Aw.
Anyway.
Yeah, no, and like that Kurt Russell movie was really good. I ended up I was at Morgan's grandparents' Christmas party last year. And I kind of ended up zoning out for a bit, and they just had that on in the background. And then, you know, some people left to go start actually cooking dinner, and me, her grandpa, and I think her sister's boyfriend at the time were all sat there watching this movie and going, damn, this is pretty fucking good. And I think Morgan was there as well, and we were all enjoying it. We were all into this. Kurt Russell, Santa, decided to do like a rendition of Santa Baby with a Jailhouse band, like just magic up some instruments for a jailhouse
Is
band.
that the one that doesn't get played on the radio anymore? Is that no? It's Baby It's Cold Outside.
Yeah, some radio
is-
stations don't play that one
Which is
anymore.
weird.
I think so.
Definitely not. Then. Weird.
I'm excited for Black Christmas, the new version of Black Christmas that's coming out this year.
The fuck is Black Christmas?
So Black Christmas was the predecessor.
Predecessor?
The predecessor. Thank you. To Halloween. It's
Oh.
a Canadian movie.
Oh.
It's a Canadian movie, and it actually stars John Saxton, who was the dad and sheriff in Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh,
but it has
cool.
him as a sheriff in this one, and it's about, the Christmas holidays, in a sorority house, and the girls are slowly getting picked off one by one.
Oh. When did this come
by
out?
a killer. This came out 1970 something.
And you say it's the predecessor to Halloween?
It directly predates Halloween, and John Carpenter has even said, "Yeah, I got my inspiration from
interesting.
Black Christmas."
I didn't know that. And they're remaking it, you told me.
So they've remade it. This will be the second time that they've remade it. They put out a remake in 2007 that was essentially the exact same story. They just added some backstory to the killer, and they added in like his sister or something like that. It was really weird. Yeah, they're like, oh, he was locked in the attic because he had lupus, so he was yellow and blah blah, and just, yeah, it was around that time where they were remaking all of these like 70s and 80s slashers, and they were like making them in 3D, so it's like My Bloody Valentine 3D.
Great band.
And then this new one looks like they're actually changing up the story a bit, so they're keeping the same general concept of it's Christmas time at a sorority house, there's a killer on the loose.
Oh.
But they're changing up the story a bit. I think they're supposed to be having they're introducing like a sort of cult type of thing within the university that kind of does like a ritual sacrifice every year or something like that. I don't know the exact details. I want to go into this relatively blind.
It's always a good idea. I always try to avoid trailers for something like that. To be fair, though, I haven't seen a Christmas movie in theaters in a very long time.
Yeah.
I don't think they draw a lot of money. I think
No, because usually around December, that's when a lot of the Oscar movies are coming out. Like a lot of the award season movies are starting to come out. Like I remember one year I went to go see Saving Mr. Banks. And that's about
Saving Mr. Banks.
Yeah, that's about the creation of the film version of Mary Poppins with Tom Hanks as Walt Disney, which is a very, very good movie.
Is it?
Yes. Very good movie, very heartwarming.
Did you hear Tom Hanks?
Tom Hanks smokes as Walt Disney in that movie because he was a known chain smoker, but Disney, for the longest time, removed any reference to cigarettes from him to keep with a scrubbed, family-friendly image.
Disney died of cancer, so
Yes.
I don't know why the fuck they thought this was gonna work, but okay.
Like
sure.
you know how in his statue with Mickey in Walt Disney,
Where they're keeping his brain, yes,
yes,
that one.
the one with him like pointing off into
With
the
Oswald and their-
distance.
yeah.
The reason his hand looks weird is because he's actually holding a cigarette. In the
original?
picture, in the picture it was modeled after.
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah.
I wonder if anybody's ever gone to Disneyland with like a Marlboro, just
And
kind of
just like
tried to stick it in between his fingers. You imagine how fucking funny would that be? Oh,
that's it. That's a whole thing. If you want to talk weird Disney shit,
I wanted to talk though. You said Tom Hanks.
Yes.
He's playing Mr. Rogers in a movie.
Yeah.
And as it turns out, this shit always fucking happens somehow through some miracle of God and nature. It turns out that Mr. Rogers and Tom Hanks are related
yeah, I heard about that.
through some fucking miracle. Like this is
And
a
you know
big
what?
tangent, folks.
You know
but
what? If you're not, here's how I'm going to tie it back to Christmas. If you don't believe in Santa Claus, Yeah, or if you don't like the big fat man,
You getting emotional, Duncan?
no, yeah, a little.
No.
no,
I ain't crying. Shut the
if
fuck
that's not
up.
your thing. If that's not your thing. If a stranger breaking into your house ain't your thing, he breaks into your fucking house.
Sees
eats
you
your
when you're
fucking food.
sleeping. Knows when you're awake. You leave those cookies and milk out for him. He steals your food. Man's not digging through your refrigerator. You leave him the
One
cookies.
year, my parents say it made me put out Bailey's.
See, that was a fun night for them, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy.
Anyways,
By the way, if you're under 10, Santa doesn't exist. Sorry.
I don't think anybody under 10 is gonna be watching this.
If you're watching this with your
Listen
under
up.
10-year-old, tell him to leave the room 10 minutes ago. Anyway.
believe in the spirit of Mr. Rogers.
Sure.
That man sits there in a red cardigan.
Red. Like Christmas.
Red cardigan for Christmas.
Red.
You know, and he just wants everybody to be happy and to get along, and that's the true heart of the series, of the season. What was it that you were going to go on a tangent about?
That was it. Just the fact that Tom Hanks is somehow related to Mr. Rogers and now he's playing them.
Well, that's cool.
That is cool.
That is cool.
Just
We
wa-
didn't. I feel like this was pretty good.
Saying we should stop here?
I mean, if you want to, we're past an hour now.
Oh, there you go. Hey, folks.
Yeah. So that kind of wraps up our Christmas holiday special.
Thank you for listening to our, once again, very,
bonkers all over the
bonkers
place.
all over
shit.
the place. That's what we go for here. So we strive for here at the House Hippos.
As soon as we don't have like a set subject and I didn't do any research, we go all over.
This is, but you know what?
But I think we kept to a general concept of talking or relating things back to Christmas, back to the Christmas season.
At the end of the day, it's all about hanging out, my good pal, celebrating the holidays. Be it Kwanzaa or Hanukkah or Christmas
Or Yule.
or Yule.
Or Festivus.
What day was that in Seinfeld?
I don't know.
23rd or something of December.
Yeah.
Jerry's.
26th, watch it be Boxing Day.
Man, I'm gonna do some Boxing Day shopping. I hope. Anyway, folks,
Yeah.
happy holidays.
Happy
and
holidays,
thank you so
everybody.
much for listening.
Let's say, you know what? We got a couple business things that we need to talk about.
There you go.
Yeah, so if you are listening to us, please follow us on whatever platform that you are listening to us. We are on Google Play, Anchor, Radio Nation, and Spotify at the time of recording. I know that we're supposed to be getting more out there in the next couple weeks, thanks to Anchor. We are thinking about doing a watch party at some point, so keep an eye out for plans about that, whether it's like we do a pre-recorded thing and put an edit out, or maybe do a live stream. I don't know. We'll figure something out. And we'll keep everybody posted on plans for that.
Should be good.
Should be
I have an idea.
a goddamn treasure.
I'm gonna make him watch a movie that we tried to watch last year for our old, now discontinued podcast.
I'm gonna be so fucking stoned for that.
You and me both. We're gonna have to get way high and watch Christmas in Wonderland.
Oh boy.
Christmas
I
in
was
Wonderland.
After digging through these, I'm like, maybe we do one of these VHS things
Oh, you
because
think-
it's more readily available for somebody else to watch along with.
Bro, I'll figure out some trickery to get this video
Okay.
up on YouTube. All right. Christmas in Wonderland. The watch party.
It's
Christmas in Wonderland. 20 seconds of generic looping stock music, and then it's Christmas in Wonderland. Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy
Merry
holidays.
Christmas.
Happy New Year.
Happy Chrysler.
We'll see you all in January.